The following Sunday, Stella came back again, but this time she didn't go inside immediately. Instead, she stood outside the restaurant before the doors even opened. When Aiah arrived, she noticed her instantly leaning casually against her car, waiting. Aiah stopped a few steps away, her arms crossed. "You're early." The heiress gave a small shrug. "Figured I'd help." Aiah raised an eyebrow. "Help?" "Yeah." Stella gestured toward the restaurant. "You're short on staff, right?" Aiah stared at her, suspicious and unimpressed. "And what makes you think I'd let you help?" Stella met her gaze. There was no smirk and no attitude. "Nothing," she said simply. "I'm just offering." Silence. Aiah studied her carefully, looking for something, an act, a crack, or a lie. But she didn't find one. "Fine," Aiah said finally. "But you follow my rules." Stella nodded. "Deal." That afternoon, for the first time in her life, Stella Aubrey Civilija worked. Not for show, but actually worked. She carried trays, wiped the tables, helped set up the stage, and she didn't complain, not even once. From across the room, Aiah watched quietly and closely. Testing. A waiter approached her. "She's been doing that for 2 hours." "I know," Aiah replied, still watching. "And?" Aiah's eyes didn't leave Stacy. "I'm waiting for her to get bored." But the heiress didn't. Not when a customer snapped at her, not when she spilled water on her own sleeve, and not even when someone failed to recognize her, which, for someone like Stella, should have been impossible to ignore. And yet, she stayed. When evening came, the restaurant filled, the lights then dimmed, and on stage, Colet began to play. Stella didn't take her usual seat. She didn't position herself to be seen. The heiress stayed near the side, helping and working, listening. But somehow, Colet noticed. Not with her eyes, but with something else. When the performance ended, Colet tilted her head slightly. "Aiah?" "What?" "There's someone new." Aiah blinked. "What do you mean?" "The footsteps," Colet said softly. "They're different." Aiah glanced across the room at Stella, who was carrying a tray. Focused, quiet. "You're not wrong," Aiah admitted. Colet smiled faintly. "Who is it?" Aiah hesitated before sighing. "The same person?" Colet's brows lifted slightly. "Oh." There was a pause, then, "She stayed?" Aiah didn't answer immediately. "Yeah." Colet's fingers adjusted lightly on her violin, thoughtful, curious. "Interesting." Later that night, when the crowd had thinned, Stella finally approached, carefully, like she wasn't sure if she was allowed to. "Aiah," she said quietly, "I'm done." Aiah looked at her, then at the neatly arranged tables, the clean counters, the finished tasks. "I can see that." There was a brief pause, then, "Why?" The heiress frowned slightly. "Why what?" "Why are you doing this?" No sarcasm, no challenge, just a question. Stella exhaled, then she answered honestly. "Because saying sorry wasn't enough." Silence. Aiah studied her, again, still searching, still testing, then finally, noted. It was not an approval, but not rejection either. But it was a progress. As Stella turned to leave, a soft voice stopped her. "Wait!" She froze. Slowly, she turned. Colet stood a few steps away, holding her violin, facing her, not seeing her, but aware. "You're the one from before," Colet said gently. Stella gave a small nod, then realized, "Yeah." A faint smile touched Colet's lips. "You sound different." The heiress let out a quiet laugh. "I get that a lot lately." Colet tilted her head slightly. "As in, less loud." Stella placed a hand over her chest. "Wow, that hurts." Colette smiled. I didn't mean it in a bad way. No, Stacy said lightly. I deserved that. Then there was a small pause before Colette added, You stayed. Simple words, but they landed. Stacy shrugged slightly. Yeah. Why? And for once, Stella didn't deflect. I wanted to. Silence. But this time, it wasn't tense. It was soft. Colette smiled again, warmer now. Thank you. Stella blinked. For what? For not giving up so easily. That caught her off guard. A small smile appeared on Stella's lips. Careful, she said. You might start liking me. From the side, Aiah stepped in immediately. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. The heiress chuckled. Relax, I'm joking. I'm not, Aiah replied flatly. Colette laughed softly, and for the first time, the tension between them didn't feel heavy. It felt lighter and real. That night, Stella walked away again, but this time, she didn't feel guilty. She felt hopeful. Because slowly, very slowly, she was no longer just the girl being watched. She was becoming someone worth knowing.